Review of The Power of Self-Discipline, No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Joe, please leave the door open and turn down the volume of the TV. All right, so today we are going to be reviewing chapter 15, which is titled Self-Discipline and Happiness. And I'm seriously hoping that after watching this video, you will not be unhappy again in your life, at least to the best of your ability. You will keep yourself happy. You will do everything that you can to live a happy and a fulfilling life. Harry Emerson Fosdick says, no horse gets anywhere until he is harnessed. No stream or gas drives anything until it is confined. No Niagara is ever turned into light and power until it is tunneled. And listen to this. No life ever grows great until it is focused, dedicated, and disciplined. So for you to even attain happiness in your life, a level of happiness or a high degree of happiness, you need to be disciplined. You need to be focused. You need to be dedicated. You see the reason why I said so as we go on. Your ability to achieve your own happiness is the true measure of your success in life. Nothing is more important. Nothing can replace it. If you accomplish everything of a material nature, but you are still unhappy, you can have millions of dollars, millions of pounds, billions of naira in your account and still be unhappy. That means that happiness don't actually come from material things. There is more to happiness than just material things. And then in life, there is this desire to be happy. So you keep chasing goals, goals upon goals. You're striving to fulfill purpose. You're striving to achieve something. So there is no end to this. As you're achieving one goal, another one is going to come. At a point, you are happy that, oh, you achieved this goal. But after a while, you feel unhappy or dissatisfied. Then you go for another one. That is the way our lives are built. You keep going until you arrive at a point called primum movum, or first moving force in human life. So you have to keep going and going if you want to be happy. The law of control says that you feel happy to the degree to which you feel you are in control of your own life. So that means that if you want to be happy, you need to be in control of your life. It is only when you feel that you are in complete control of your life that you are truly content, that you feel truly happy. So anytime you feel like you are in control of your life, you are the driver's seat, you make your choices, your decisions, and you are not being forced by external factors, it is likely that you're going to be happy. But whenever you feel that you are being controlled by external forces or forces beyond your control, factors that you cannot control, then there is a tendency to feel stressed and anxious and frustrated, which is going to deprive you of unhappiness. Talking about the law of control, there are two kinds to it. There is internal locus, and this makes you feel in charge. So there is internal locus of control. This one comes from within. You feel happy that yes, you can make your own choices, you can make your decisions, you can decide to go left or go right or go wherever you want to go. Like you're fully in charge of your life. And it brings you some level of happiness, some level of satisfaction and fulfillment. But external locus of control brings you stress. When you feel that other people are controlling your life, your decision is from them. The choices that you have to make come from them. For example, when you're in a bad relationship or a bad marriage and you really cannot leave, maybe because of your children or because of what is at stake, you see that you just have to stay put there. You are not happy, but then somebody else, maybe your partner, your spouse, is controlling your life. Or maybe when you have a bad boss at work, and you really cannot leave that job, because if you leave, how are you going to pay your bills? But every day you go to work unhappy, you feel like your boss is the one controlling your life. Your boss is the one in charge of your happiness. But you have to decide today to take full control, complete control of your own life. Yes, you have a choice. Don't ever come to a point in your life where you think that you don't have control over the events of your life. You have control. Don't allow any human being to dictate your life in a way that you don't want, that is impacting you negatively. You have to decide. That is where self-discipline comes in. If your unhappiness is as a result of you not fulfilling purpose, not working hard enough, not making enough money, then there is a change, there is a solution. You have to brace up, you have to be disciplined, be more dedicated, be more focused. Because just like we'll see, of the 5 ingredients of success, self-actualization is one of them. The reason why so many people are unhappy is that they don't really get what they're expecting. They feel like, oh, they deserve more, they desire more, but they are not really getting it. But you need to know that happiness is a byproduct of so many things. You really cannot be happy on your own. You can't just sit down and you're laughing or you're smiling or anything like that. Happiness is the byproduct of something. When you feel that you have achieved something, then happiness is the byproduct of that. So happiness is a byproduct that comes when you're engaged in doing what you truly enjoy, or when you're in the company of the people you love and who love you. So you must be doing something for you to be happy. You can't be staring into space. Your life cannot be blank. Your life cannot lack direction, and you want to be happy. Happiness is what you experience when you have a fulfilling life, when you feel that your life is moving in the right direction. When you wake up every morning, you go to work, and at work you are so productive, you achieve something. You see, you go back home at night fulfilled and happy. So you can't be chasing nothing and expect to be happy. Your life is going to be filled with frustration. Now, let's quickly take a look at 5 ingredients of happiness. A shortfall in any of these areas can cause stress, unhappiness, and a feeling of being out of control. So the number 1 ingredient of happiness is health and energy. Take a look at it. It is simple. There is no way you can feel happy if you are in pain, if your health is down, if you don't feel well, if your energy level is low. That is why you must take good care of your health. Don't neglect it. Always be energetic. Unfortunately, health has been described as a deficiency need. That means you're not thinking about it until it happens. For example, you're not thinking about headache until you start feeling headache. Then you start looking for a painkiller. You're not thinking of a toothache until your tooth start aching you. That is when you feel like, oh, you need to go for checkup. But you need to be disciplined enough to take good care of your health, to be proactive, to eat the things that will give you good health, to exercise your body, to take good care of your well-being. Don't ever allow, don't leave it to chance. It takes discipline. Health is wealth. Invest in your health. Thank you. Number 2 ingredient of happiness is happy relationships. Aristotle describes us as social animals. So yeah, you may say that, well, I don't need anybody, I'm happy on my own. But that is not true. We need one another. If you're in a relationship and you're not in good terms with your partner, you see how you will feel. You cannot be 100% happy. Something is going to be impacting on that happiness. If at work you're not getting along well with your colleagues, you cannot be truly happy. That's just the truth. You'll be so cautious of some things. You'll be too careful in some areas. You have envy, a bit of jealousy. Your peace of mind is impacted negatively. So happy relationships will bring you happiness in life. When you're getting along well with your children, your colleagues, your spouse, your partner, your neighbors. Of course, you can't get along well with everybody. It is almost impossible. But do your best to be at peace with all men, just as the Bible admonishes us, right? And make sure you work on your self-esteem. It has been established that people who don't get along well with other people have self-esteem issues. So when your self-esteem is not right, then it is possible that you can't get along with other people, because even when they cough, you think they are trying to mock you. When they are laughing, you think they are laughing at you. You don't feel good about yourself. The number 3 ingredient is meaningful work. To be truly happy, you must be fully engaged with life. You must be doing that thing that keeps you active and gives you a sense of fulfillment. Every time you feel that you have achieved something, that you are contributing to other people's well-being, to humanity, you are making a positive impact on earth, it brings you a sense of happiness. Anytime you feel that you are giving more than you are getting, that your words, your actions, your deeds are changing lives, there is this fulfillment that comes your way, and the byproduct is happiness. People who are enjoying their work, who are contributing, not those who are just going to work to earn salary. You see, they have a different sense of fulfillment. You can go to bed at night and sleep very well and even snore that, yes, I made a mark today. Not that you just go to mark attendance or you just go to register your presence. That is not how to live. You cannot truly be happy that way. Go all in for whatever you want to do. And if you know you will not go all in, don't accept the job at all. Don't even take it at all. So contribute to life. It will bring you happiness. The number 4 ingredient is financial independence. Some of the greatest fears that we experience include poverty, fear, lack, and so on. So anytime you feel that you have money problem, it is very likely that you're going to be unhappy. So you have to work and get to a point in your life where you don't have to worry about money. You may not become Dangote, you may not become Bill Gates, you may not become Richard Branson, you may not become Oprah Winfrey, you may not be the richest man in Africa or the richest woman in the world or anything like that, but at least attain a good level of financial independence. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for the sake of your children. You don't have to worry about money all your life. Maybe now you're young in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or close to 50, and you're hustling, you're working so hard, or even 50s or 60s. You don't want to work until your last breath on earth. So make sure that you have concrete financial plans. Are you saving? Are you investing? Are you budgeting? Are you tracking your expenses? Are you building quality relationships that can bring you money, bring you good jobs, and all of these things? Financial independence is very key. I like to read this paragraph. It says, one of your chief responsibilities to yourself is to work toward financial independence and financial freedom throughout your life. The happiest of all people are those who have reached the point at which they no longer worry about money. This is not something you can leave to chance, but rather something that requires deliberate, purposeful action and tremendous self-discipline to achieve. So please do yourself this favor. Attain financial independence in your life. Be intentional about it. Be disciplined about it. You will thank yourself for it. You don't want to be hustling with gray hair on your head. God will help us. The number 5 ingredient of happiness is self-actualization. This is the feeling that you are becoming everything that you are capable of becoming in life. You feel fulfilled. You feel like your life is not a waste. Thank you, Mr. Ike. Right. So you feel that you are actualizing your potential. You feel like you're going in the right direction. You are fulfilling purpose. Abraham Maslow is best known for his hierarchy of needs. So there are like 5 hierarchy of needs according to Abraham Maslow. The first one is safety and survival. The second is security. The third one is a sense of belongingness. The fourth one is self-esteem needs. But the last one is the greatest of them all, and that is self-actualization. That is the highest human need. We all want to feel fulfilled. We all want to feel happy. We all want to sit back and nod and say, yes, I did that. I'm proud of myself, But it takes a great deal of self-discipline. When it comes to safety and survival, you can still depend on other people. They can still give you food. They can still give you money here and there. Or security, you can still have a job somewhere, even though you may not really like it. But at least putting food on your table or sense of belonging. You may have a group, a relationship, and you feel like, oh, I belong to this church. I belong to this group. All of those ones they are deficiency needs. You feel like you need other people. You need something, to get them, or self-esteem needs that can come from different things, maybe external validation, internal validation, whatsoever. But self-actualization comes from within. You feel like, yes, this is my life. This is what I'm called to do. This is what I am made for. And then you are so happy. You feel so fulfilled. And every time you are smiling, people don't even understand why you're smiling, but you know. So that is what you should strive towards, a sense of personal fulfillment. Most people remain so preoccupied with their deficiency needs. They want safety, they want security, they want a roof, they want food, they want a job, they want all of those. But then they refuse they refuse to build their self-actualization potential. those things that can actually bring all of these other things. So how do you do this? You have to be a valuable person. You have to be disciplined, increase in value, work so hard, build quality relationships, be intentional about your choices and decisions. You don't want to go through your life making bad choices and then you wake up one day in your 60s or 70s and then your life is full of regret. You feel empty. Even though you've had nice jobs, you've earned good money, but you feel empty. So self-actualization is not only about material things or money alone. You should be fulfilling purpose. What has God created you to do? You must be in the path of purpose. That is only when you can actually be fulfilled and happy. People may look at you and say, oh, he doesn't have much money. Why is he a teacher? But to you, you think of the many lives that you have touched, the children that you have rescued from low self-esteem, the children who would have been abused, the children who would have gone haywire in life, who you rescued from such dangerous paths. And then you are fulfilled, you are happy. That is what we're talking about. Right, so never be satisfied. Always keep striving. Happiness, like we have said, is not attainable on its own. It comes when you feel like, when you know and you're sure that you're on the path of purpose, when you know that you're doing something meaningful with your life, you're contributing to humanity, you are making impact in life. So never be satisfied. In every area of your life, keep improving, keep striving, keep exercising self-discipline. There is always more. You don't rest on your oars. When you achieve one goal, you move on to the next. Somebody said hard work is more work is the reward for hard work. When you think that you have achieved a goal, don't relax and go and sleep. Don't overcompensate that, yes, I've done this, now let me go and enjoy. And then you forget that there is still a mark to be attained, you know. So keep going, crush all obstacles. In spite of challenges, keep going, keep moving. And when you overcome those challenges, you become happy, you become fulfilled, and your energy level rises. Don't fall into a success coma. I like that. Yes. Thank you so much. I want you to know that you can be genuinely happy in life based on your choices, your decisions, your level of discipline, and intentionality. Happiness is possible. And make sure that you do everything that you can to be in control of your own life. Your happiness is in your hands, first and foremost. Make sure that you build internal locus of control. Always feel that you are the driver's seat of your life. You are not being tossed around by other people's decisions and choices. Be in charge and commit your life into the hands of God so that even beyond what you can do, He will help you. Right. Thank you so much. This is where we're going to draw the curtain tonight. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. In case you're just joining, this is a book we're reviewing, The Power of Self-Discipline, No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Such an awesome book. By the time we're done reading this book, your level of self-discipline would have risen from whatever level to 1000%. Yes, that's it. It is achievable. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you tomorrow by God's grace as we review chapter 16, self-discipline and personal health. You don't want to miss this. We meet on YouTube Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. West African time. See you tomorrow. Take care. Be intentional. Bye. You're welcome. You're welcome. Amen. You're welcome.